Tonight, a report on a man shot several times in Moses Lake, and a 2-year investigation leads to an arrest of an arson suspect. What's happening in sports, Bob?
District soccer and volleyball action. Let's take a quick glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hi everyone, I'm Chaselyn Rodriguez. Moisture will increase from the west to the east, bringing that threat of some mountain snow. I have more details for you very shortly.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Plans for a Winco Foods in Moses Lake are moving forward. City officials recently determined an appeal filed by 4 Moses Lake residents was filed at the wrong time. Ann Henning, the city's senior planner, said the appeal of a determination of mitigated non-significance should have waited until the permit for the project was issued. The city's attorney determined they would need to file the appeal again. Donna Anderson, the person who initially voiced concerns about the store's location, told iFIBER 1 News she isn't likely to refile the appeal. Anderson was joined by 3 others in filing the initial appeal. They requested the city conduct a study of the impact to the area around the store. City officials determined the store's impact wasn't significant enough to require more study. A 911 dispatcher was recently reunited with a family who she helped back in April when she answered to an emergency call and helped deliver a baby. Reporter Joe Utter has the story.
A 911 dispatcher was able to meet and hold a baby she delivered over the phone in April. Multi-agency communication center dispatcher Heather Fisher answered the 911 call on April 12th from Ryan Scheib when his wife Laura went into labor while they were driving on Road H Northwest and State Route 28 near Ephrata. Fisher provided emergency instructions to help deliver baby Haley Scheib in the family car. On Friday, the Ephrata family, including Haley and her 2 brothers, Quentin and Cooper, reunited with Fisher at the dispatch center in Moses Lake. Fisher, on the left, was able to hold 7-month-old Haley for the first time. The family was given a tour of the center and were shown how 911 works. MAC Director Jackie Jones said it's not often babies are delivered by phone, and the dispatcher was able to think outside the box to help the family. Fisher received a stork pin and a certificate of achievement. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
A Moses Lake man was shot several times late Sunday night outside a Moses Lake home. The Moses Lake police responded to a home on Hill Avenue and found a 51-year-old man with at least 5 gunshot wounds to his legs. According to Captain Dave Sands, the victim was taken to Samaritan Hospital and later flown to an out-of-area hospital where he is listed in critical but stable condition. Olajide Fletcher, a 25-year-old Moses Lake resident, is suspected of shooting the man after a dispute. Fletcher allegedly fled with a woman in a dark-colored passenger car and was not located. Police are looking for Fletcher. He is described as having a dark complexion, stands 5'10" tall, and weighs 220 pounds. Anyone with information about Fletcher of the shooting are asked to call Moses Lake Police at 509-764-3887. A bicyclist was hit by a car driven by an allegedly impaired driver in Moses Lake on Friday night. A 39-year-old Moses Lake man was riding his bike on South Alderwood Street near Dairy Queen when he was struck by a Volkswagen Beetle at the intersection of Alderwood and South Juniper Drive. According to Moses Lake Police on Monday, the victim was taken to Samaritan Hospital for cuts to his face and possible other injuries. The driver of the Volkswagen, Levi Hines, a 24-year-old Moses Lake man, reportedly told police he never saw the victim riding across the intersection. Hines was taken into custody for suspicion of DUI and later released. A report is expected to be sent to the prosecutor's office for charges. The collision is under investigation. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at primetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
My name is Kat Sanderson, Managing Broker for Pillar Rock Realty Group. We love the Columbia Basin because it's our home, and we want to give back to our community by kicking off our Pay It Forward campaign. If you buy or list with us, we will donate 1% of our total proceeds to a local charity of your choice and in your name. Call us today at 754-4444 or visit pillarrockrealty.com because we are your local real estate experts.
Hi everyone, I'm Chaselyn Rodriguez bringing you your local weather. This weather segment is brought to you by Barry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. We will get a decrease in temperatures for tonight. Those temperatures overnight below freezing, below around the 30-degree mark. Widespread freezing temperatures this week throughout the region. Mountain snow is possible on Thursday. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at the almanac within the past 24 hours. We started off the morning with temperatures in the mid-30s, slightly above the normal for this time of year. Maximum temperatures around the normal, but not as warm as that record high of 70 degrees around this time of year. And that was in 1975. That sunset at 4:38 p.m. And for Moses Lake, very similar conditions. We started off the morning with temperatures in the lower 30s around the normal and maximum temperatures at around the normal 53 degrees and definitely not as warm as that record high of 70 degrees with that sunset at 4:38 p.m. And right now outside your door, clear skies, temperatures in the mid-40s, and those winds pushing through from the north-northwest up to 9 miles per hour, and they will continue to push through from the northwest. Precipitation towards the east, drier conditions along our area. And now drop in temperatures. Those temperatures will be pretty cold through the morning hours. So if you're planning on heading out, make sure you wear a nice warm jacket. Some precipitation entering through the morning hours on Thursday, and that may bring that threat of some mountain snow. Taking a closer look at those maximum temperatures towards the coastal area, ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s. Seattle in the upper 40s, mostly cloudy skies towards the Yakima Valley. Mostly sunny skies, those temperatures in the mid 50s, and towards the inland northwest, dry conditions along the north. Mostly sunny skies, those maximum temperatures in the mid 40s. Taking a closer look at our Columbia Basin, those temperatures ranging in the lower 50s with mostly sunny skies through the afternoon hours. On Wednesday, temperatures for Moses Lake in the lower 50s. Temperatures will remain in the lower 50s within the next few days. Now that we're taking a closer look at our extended forecast for the week, maximum temperatures around the normal for this time of year in the lower 50s. Now a little bit of cloud cover on Thursday, and there is that slight chance of some precipitation along the coastal area and some mountain snow for Thursday. On Friday, drier conditions with mostly sunny skies. Now this weekend, it looks breezy and showery for our area. Saturday in the lower 50s with that 30% chance of precipitation, as well as for Sunday. Conditions slowly improving through for Monday with mostly cloudy skies, but then on Tuesday, dry conditions in the lower 50s. And don't forget, November 1st through the 7th through the Pacific Northwest is our Winter Weather Awareness Week. We'll be right back with sports.
Paying your Grant PUD bill with ePay is like getting free cuts in line. You pay when you want, how you want. Get free cuts in line with Grant PUD ePay. Visit grantpud.org.
Ah, dude, I'm just in the theater. It's totally cool.
Ah.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
go flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
The conference title was on the line when the Cougars and Vikings went at it on the gridiron in Warden. Sean Wells has the details.
Warden football played fast and powerful Friday night, capturing the 2B Central Washington South Division title. It was a tough test for Warden, facing off against the undefeated in conference Mabton Vikings. The Cougars jumped out early on Mabton, going up 28-14 at halftime. From then on, it was all Warden as they closed out the match 48-14. The Cougar rushing attack was unstoppable in the contest, rushing for 492 yards. Zach Askin was the leading rusher for Warden with 161 yards and 2 touchdowns on just 8 carries. Peter Manville rushed for 156 yards and 1 touchdown for Warden. On defense, it was Raul Martinez stepping up big for the Cougars with 10 tackles and 4 assists, while Robert Orendondo had 7 tackles and 1 forced fumble. With the win, the Cougars are set to host a state playoff game either November 13th or 14th.
Swimmers from in and around the basin made a big splash in postseason action at the Moses Lake High School pool.
Wenatchee took top honors in the 4A competition at the district swim meet in Moses Lake. The Panthers finished with a team-high 574 points. Richland placed second with 460. Walla Walla edged the host Chiefs by 3 points to finish third. Moses Lake had 216 team points. The top 3 swimmers in each individual event and the top 3 placers in the team events move on to the state meet at the King County Aquatic Center November 13 and 14. Moses Lake will be represented by the 200 freestyle relay team of Cora Dana, Megan Washburn, Anna Fair, and Cheyenne Speed.
Jenny Mendoza and Brenna Whitney scored twice, and Warden got past St. George 5-3 in the opening round of district play. Mendoza put the Cougars up top 1-0 just over a minute into the fuss. Back-to-back goals by the Dragons made it 2-1 St. George. Brenna Whitney then scored twice over a 5-minute period, and Warden regained the lead. A late first-half goal by St. George leveled it 3-all at the break. Second-half goals by Mendoza and Bailey Whitney sealed it for the Cougars. Warden heads to Tonasket to match up with the Tigers in round 2 today. Warden got 3 set wins over Tonasket and Brewster in the opening rounds of the 2B District 6 volleyball tournament. The Cougars were led by Aaliyah Enriquez, 25 kills. Alicia Gonzalez added 21 kills. Isabel Gonzalez had 15 kills and 5 aces, and Shania Kisler finished with 10 kills. The victories set up a district championship match with Waterville at Ephrata High School Saturday at 4 p.m. The win also qualifies Warden for the 2B state tournament in Yakima. Well, the Moses Lake girls soccer team was knocked out of postseason play with a 2-1 shootout loss to Davis. Moses Lake led 1-0 at the break on a goal in the 25th minute by Denali Knowles off a Maddie Krogh assist. The score held up until Sarah River struck gold on a PK to force OT. The Pirates won the shootout 3-1, and the Chiefs' season came to an end. We'll be back after this short break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
The Dodge brothers' competitive spirit and engineering prowess started long before they built their first car, and will continue long after their latest, the most technologically advanced vehicle in its class.
Tonight, we turn our spotlight onto something serious. It's easy to find national media reporting on the controversy surrounding the push for additional gun control laws. And it's easy to watch stories about guns being used in murders. Firearm advocates often claim there is no news about when a gun is used to help someone. In an uncommon case in Cypress, Texas, it appears a gun kept a helping neighbor alive. For CNN, Chauncey Glover has the story.
It's scary to think somebody would do that in a neighborhood like this.
A quiet and well-kept Cypress neighborhood shaken.
Shock, total shock.
Police lights shine. Crime scene tape surrounds this home. Inside, constables describe a brutal attack on a teenager who family and friends say is 17-year-old Tomball Memorial senior Tyler Wade.
Around 4:30, and I saw the ambulance. And then right after that, I saw the helicopters.
Investigators tell me another teenager came to the house angry, searching for the 17-year-old. The victim's 12-year-old sister was downstairs and tried to get the suspect to leave, but he wouldn't. The suspect made his way upstairs and began attacking Tyler with a knife, stabbing him several times. Deputies say Tyler's sister ran for help.
The 12-year-old went over to the neighbor and said someone's stabbing my brother.
That's when detectives say a neighbor believed to be a firefighter came to the 17-year-old's defense.
Upon his arrival, he found a suspect with blood on him attacking his neighbor.
Deputies say the suspect then tried to attack the neighbor, but the neighbor had a gun, fired one shot, killing the suspect.
Just very shocked that something like this could happen here close to home.
And while neighbors and students on scene chatter about what sparked this,
my suspicion is over a girl.
Investigators say right now there is no official motive. Classmates and football teammates showing up on scene, many of them in tears, saying rest in peace, Tyler.
I think the kids are all in shock.
On a lighter note, and to change the subject, we turn to pets. What's 38 inches tall, 228 pounds, and eats 110 pounds of food a month? This is no riddle. This is a true story of a big dog whose owners are trying to get him into the record books. For CNN, Stacey Lang reports.
When he comes at you at a gallop, you might mistake Bentley for something else.
Mainly, you see a lot of people taking their phones out, or is that a dog? Is that a horse? It's basically the common reaction, is that a horse?
Bentley's owner, Bob Magliocchi, and his family and troop have always had Great Danes, but never one like Bentley. He's the biggest by far, and now possibly the biggest in the world. Magliocchi and his family are in the process of applying for Bentley to be documented in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's tallest living dog. He stands 38 inches tall from paw to shoulder. He has an appetite, too, eating about 30 pounds of dog food a week.
And some table food. Treats, more and less.
Even though he is 228 pounds, Bentley considers himself a lapdog. Don't you? Bentley is the textbook definition of a gentle giant. His owners didn't think the 5-year-old would make the record books until this year.
I think by the vets, they were actually shocked on the size that he was, because they said they never saw one his size either. So once they told me don't let him go over 240, I sort of then realized he is a large one.
Large enough to help himself. While we were there, Bentley performed his famous party trick, getting his own ice from the ice maker. Bentley and the Magliocchis should know before the end of the year if Bentley's picture will be in the record book. They haven't planned any celebrations just yet.
Maybe we'll get him a cake.
After all, worldwide notoriety isn't the kind of attention Bentley craves.
We'll be right back after this.
Quincy Foods, LLC, a subsidiary of Norpac Foods, is seeking motivated individuals to fill the positions of general laborer for their corn harvest season. They have full-time seasonal openings, must be 18 years old and older, willing to work swing shift. Great people to work for in a challenging food processing environment. Apply at 222 Columbia Way in Quincy between 8 and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or online through WorkSource. Quincy Foods is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Welcome back. A Moses Lake man is accused of a string of arsons in Ephrata, Soap Lake, and Moses Lake starting in 2013. Colton Dana, a 23-year-old man, is facing charges in Grant County Superior Court of assault, 21 counts of arson, 5 counts of burglary, and 2 counts of theft. A task force began investigating a string of suspicious fires in Ephrata in 2013. Dana was arrested on October 30th after investigators tied him to more than 40 fires. The fire started in April of 2013 with a string of 23 arsons in Ephrata. Dana allegedly continued to set fires around Soap Lake in 2014 and 2015 and was suspected in a fire at a Moses Lake motel in 2015. Dana is currently in custody at the Grant County Jail with a bail set of $100,000. A driver collided with several parked cars and a shed at a Moses Lake trailer park while children were trick-or-treating. Alicia Estrada, a 67-year-old Moses Lake woman, was driving a black van through the trailer park on West Broadway Avenue when she reportedly struck a parked car. According to Moses Lake police on Monday, the suspect allegedly continued driving and struck a shed, which pushed into a trailer. The trailer was then pushed into one of the homes. Estrada allegedly collided with at least 3 more parked cars at the trailer park before turning onto West Broadway Avenue. She reportedly tried to pass a pickup truck on the shoulder, but rear-ended the truck. Estrada was arrested for hit and run, DUI, driving with her license suspended, and reckless endangerment. People looking for a job can get help on Friday at the WorkSource Fall 2015 retail hiring event in Moses Lake. The event runs from noon until 4:30 p.m. at WorkSource, located at 309 East 5th Avenue. People have the chance to connect with local businesses looking to hire. Positions available include sales assistants, cashiers, customer service, and seasonal employment, among others. People should bring a resume and be prepared to meet with the company representatives. For more information, call WorkSource at 509-766-2559. In Northwest News, police in Idaho are investigating an officer-involved shooting Monday night that left a rancher dead after his cow was hit by a car. Reporter Joe Utter has the story.
Idaho rancher is dead after a shooting incident with police. Authorities say the shooting happened Sunday night when a driver accidentally hit a cow on the road. Emergency crews came to the scene to try to help the driver and a passenger in that car. The cow then reportedly charged at the emergency crews. According to KBOI TV in Boise, when deputies tried to put the injured animal out of its misery, its owner, Jack Yantis, came out. That's when things escalated.
There was an altercation that occurred. We can't release any further details other than all 3 occupants, the 2 deputies and Mr. Yannis, did fire the weapons they had. Mr. Yannis was fatally wounded and pronounced dead at the scene.
One of the deputies was injured in the incident, and an investigation is underway.
The first lawsuit has been filed in connection to an E. coli outbreak at Chipotle restaurants in the Northwest. The woman claims she fell ill after eating at a Washington Chipotle and is seeking at least $75,000 in damages. Coma's Russ Bowen has the details.
The numbers are expected to continue to grow. At 22 victims so far, the Washington State Department of Health says 4 of those cases of E. coli have been reported in King County and another 5 in Skagit County. We are also learning the strain of E. coli is O26, which is rare but can make you quite sick.
I know we're never going to eat there again.
after this. This was just a horrible experience. I've never seen anybody as sick as how sick he was.
All of those sickened ate at Chipotle October 20th and 21st, and so far include 8 Chipotle restaurants. Attorney Bill Marler is currently representing a young girl sickened with E. coli by a food truck in Issaquah and successfully brought suit against Jack in the Box. Marler has been contacted by several people, including the family of an 8-year-old girl in Bellingham who ate at the Burlington location. She was hospitalized 7 days but is now home recovering. The fact she is a vegetarian should help health officials track down the source of the contamination.
When you have somebody who's a vegetarian, and it's not just this 8-year-old, it's some other people in this outbreak, according to the health department, that really helps kind of solidify that it's likely a fresh product, some perishable product that's likely the source of this outbreak.
While Marler has not filed any lawsuits yet on behalf of the victims, another firm has.
That's going to do it here for us at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.